What it do, people? What it do? We are here. It is live. I'm waiting for you to delete something, and it's taking for freaking ever. I don't know why it's taking forever. Oh, all right. So you know what it is? It is time for the Q's and the A's. If you have Q's, you can Q them. If you got A's, you can A them. Wait, that sounded weird. I am somebody. Yo, we are. What up, Junkie? We are so close, bro. We are so close. I just cracked 19,000. So we're 98 folks away from 20K. 98. Boom. Oh my God. Luis, since you're here, let me show you. Where'd it go? Oh, right here. So I printed this. It came out glorious. I pulled out the metal little doohickey to go in the bottom. I happened to have one just out, right? And I was like, oh, I got it. So I went to go look at it to make sure it fit, and then I measured it with the calappers. I measured it to make sure that, it would be right for this. And then all of a sudden, somehow my hand hit the desk and it went flying. And then I went catch, catch, and fell on the ground. So I picked it up. On the way coming back up, knocked it out of my hand again and went flying. It bounced around like four different places, office, and it rolled under the bookcase. So now I have to figure out how to get it from underneath the bookcase, or hopefully I got another one. I just happened to have one out, like specifically, randomly, I had one out, and then now it went flying, and I was like, And the whole reason why I was looking at it is I was like, I'm gonna put the screwdriver. I'm gonna like put the screwdriver in the front, and then take the mat torch. No, it's not No, I don't think it's magnetic. It's that the kind of steel that's in the center of these screws, where it looks like it should be magnetic, but I don't really think it is. Matter of fact, I can test. No, it's not. It's some kind of like stainless steel. But it was so funny that it was like something you would see in a comedy, or like in they got the thing to stop the bomb, the detonator controller, and then they drop it, and then they pick it up, and immediately somebody knocks it out of their hand, and then they pick it up and then it goes rolling down the drain. It was kind of like that. It was super funny, and there's nobody in here but me, so it made it even more funny. And I'm like, I gotta have another one, because oftentimes you'll buy tripod or accessories or whatever, and it'll be randomly stuck in there. But it's the kind that looks like a tripod screw that has an insert so that you can take it out to fit the bigger tripod screw. So a standard tripod screw is quarter 20, and if you take the little insert nubbin out, then the tripod screw becomes a 5/8 or 3/5. I forget, 5/8, I think. No, 5/8 is the big ass one. Anyway, it was just super silly. I was like, bruh, it was pretty much Keystone Cops up in this piece. It was Keystone Cops up in this piece. All right, so I've been doing a lot of thinking, because 3/16, that's the one. 5/8 is the big one, and then 3/16 is the next one. That's the answer. I was looking for something that I could show you what we mean, and if I have my switch pod, I can show you, because I think switch pod will do it. None of these will have it. Actually, on some tripods that you have, the tripod itself has a little. If you look at it at first, it looks like it's the 5/8, but you can actually push the screws down to expose the quarter 20, because not all tripod heads like this is standard quarter 20. Sometimes it's a little fatter, and you'll have a tripod head and you want to put it on and it's too fat, and so all you got to do is take the sleeve and pull down the 5/8 or the 3/16 to get it there. So normally your mic stand size, this guy, oh, here, this is a perfect example. So this right now is set for the 3/16 because it's still too big for this, right? So this size hole is what the 3/16 is. If I take the little screw dude and I take this centerpiece out, Now this 5/8. So the big ass one, aka microphone holder, microphone, not the holder, that's not the word. Stand? Yeah, microphone stand, like with the brass, the gold. This is 5/8. Then the next one down is 3/16, and then the small one that we all know is 1/4-20. Those are the sizes that you need to know, and you should always have these little adapters on hand. So the piece that I lost looks like this, but smaller. And that's why I gave you guys, well, Kevin, I have tons of them, because at camp, the first year, I gave everybody a big sack. I gave everybody a big sack of nuts. I gave everybody sacks of these adapters because I swear to you, that's when you get caught out. And I normally have them in my little case like this, but I have two, a small case and a big case, and it's probably in the bigger case, which I got to go dig out. I've been traveling with the smaller one more because it's just more convenient. Okay, thank you, Waylon, for a question. Appreciate you. So Waylon says, hey, love your channel. I got Ecamm questions. Is it possible for, yes, the answer is yes. And Waylon, I'll be nice today because I'm feeling in a good mood. Normally, we try to hide from Ecamm questions on my day off, but this one's too easy. Yes, you can control. You can control with the Stream Deck. Another one that everybody forgets about, fam, which is super dope. If you happen to have a Logitech remote, which I normally do, it might be in my backpack, it works. No, mine's is in my backpack. But yeah, even if you happen to have a Logitech remote that completely works, no, you're new, so you didn't know. you're just freshening up. We're cool with it today, long as it's not too difficult. My job sucks. Actually, I love my job. My job is cool. I get hammered for like 5 days straight. Saturday, I get drunk. I mean, I do this. But yes, you can absolutely do it. I'll show you how, actually, because it's super simple. But if you happen to have a Logitech remote, that also works. And believe it or not, Ecamm can do it by itself, but you're going to have to make sure that the app that you're trying to switch has the thing in focus, and that can be a little bit challenging. Also, what's really cool about doing it the Stream Deck way is that you can set up like jump to various chapters. So if you have a long presentation and you have a segment where we're talking about say Miles Davis, and then you got a segment where you're talking about Chip Corea, and then you got another segment where we're getting into like Herb Alpert, you can make it jump to the master chapters in case somebody pulls a question up during the Q&A and they want to get back to MD. You can hit it and it'll take you all the way back. Whereas if you just try to do it with a regular clicker, you'd be like click, 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 click. So yeah, super simple. Let me show you real quick though how to do this because this is too easy. Let me clean up all this crap off my desk. Can't stand stuff on my desk. Move the trash. I move the trash. Right? It actually is super simple and it's a lot of fun. So first thing we're going to do is hit the demo mode. Bingo. Open up Keynote. You don't really need to open up Keynote, but I'll do it. The one thing to remember about Stream Deck in general, and this is something that we talk about quite often, is that it is really nothing more than a keyboard. It's a fancy, glorified, oversized keyboard. So anything that a keyboard can do, it can do. Legit. I gotta wait and download one of these suckers. I haven't done a Keynote Prezo since May, which is cool. I'm not a fan of presentations in general. I feel like most people put way too much crap on the screen. All right, here we go. We're going to say allow, and then, yeah, go ahead. Apple, I don't care if you see my stuff. All right, so a couple things to know. If you were to go into the play mode, make sure that you always have this set for in a window, right? So instead of, that's not a big enough window. Instead of full screen, absolutely set it to in a window. And that goes to show you, since I reinstalled my machine, I haven't even opened Keynote. That's pretty funny. Okay, and then what happens now is when you press play, you're going to get a window. Mine jumped over to someplace that's not my screen. Oh no, here it is. So this is your window. Okay, I have a keyboard shortcut to make my window 16 by 9. If I open up Moon first, which is dumb, it's not open. All right, so that should make my window 16 by 9. That's just a keyboard shortcut that I created inside of Moom, which is this, and we all live by this. And I have resized the center 1920 by 1080, right? So that automatically gets my window to a size that will look good in Ecamm. Keynote itself no longer needs to be on this screen. Oh, and by the way, if you're doing this on one screen, this is going to hurt. One screen is extremely painful. Paul, there we go. And then move to this. Because I had it set for video. Thank you guys. I just caught that. All right. So what I was saying before, when you're trying to find the right one, it used to be simple. You would just pick the name of the actual keynote, but for some reason, because I have notes open, it's showing me both, so I had picked the wrong one. But you want the one that is the name of the actual presentation. That should work. If you got rid of the coach slides, which are these, which I don't even use because I don't put words on my slides like that, then that will bring it back down to two things, and it would be pick the name. Oh my God, no, it's not. That's so weird. Anyway, it used to be you pick the name of the display. I guess Keynote changed something when they went to Tahoe. Hopefully they'll fix that because that makes it harder for you to remember which one to select. Anyway, that was all I was saying. Okay, so now we got these even up, and what I did to get this window is I pressed the screen share display over here, and then I bring it over here. So now in Keynote, if I just click this, and I can just advance the slides using the Keynote situation, which is click this, and then I can move the slides, and they're moving in Ecamm. So if I get this out of the way so you can't see it, it's still here Ecamm. So yeah, I can use my fingers to advance the slide, and really all that comes out to is up and down, right? Those are your keyboard shortcuts in this particular situation. So to open up Stream Deck, configure the Stream Deck, bingo. And then let's go to a different profile. Let's make a new profile. And then we can click upon this. And if you want, you can click in the store. I don't remember if there is a Keynote plugin because I don't use, again, my Stream Deck to control Keynote. But it might be one. So we'll check. There is. All right. So you just download this. Boom. Get. Ugh. You shut up. Why you want to be like that? All right. See, this is why I don't use this stuff. Get. There you go. There you go. That's better. Dude, if I already said get, don't make me press it again. I hate bad UI. I really do hate bad UI. All right. It's in there. So now it's in here. So you just go to the top and you search Keynote. Oh, I saw you. No, I didn't. Where'd you go? Ecamm, navigation, multi-action, system. There it goes. Okay, so here's what you do. You can go play. Actually, I put mine in the bottom corner, working my way backwards. So I'm going to do next slide, previous slide, and then play, and then last slide, and then first slide, because I know how my DJ fingers work. So now that we got that in here, we can push Ed Sheeran to the back, and I can go bingo, bango, bango, bango. First slide, boom, boom. Last slide, boom. Woo! It works. It works. And then stop. And then it brings back my regular window. So yeah, there you go. Easy peasy, cover greasy. Download the the thing. Those are official words, damn it. The thing. Here, let me put the link in the chat. And then we good. Then we good. Bingo. Here's the link for the Keynote plugin, and now you are squares. You are absolutely square. See, easier than it needed to be. I'm going to see Ed today at a screening. Or it's going to be part of a Q&A panel. What? Okay, Flo said yes, there's a Keynote plugin. See, I don't use my Keynote like that. Listen, you see my slides? Not words, one. Picture, one. I hate slides because everybody just goes like this. Or two questions I hate. Two absolute questions I hate. And anybody want to tell me I'm wrong, I'm cool to take it, but I ain't wrong. Do you have a copy of the slides? Okay, yeah. So we put the QR code, everybody can download the slides. 2 months later, hey fam, did you look at those slides you downloaded from the session? Oh, nah, I'm getting round to it. Tell me I'm lying. Fess up. When's the last time you got some slides from the conference and you went home and looked at them slides? I'm going to take it even more hilarious. And don't tell my partner in crime, Caleb, this, because I think it's dope. How many people that went to camp opened up that book since they got home? Stop lying. Oh my God, Paul, that's too funny. Yo, you should send me that picture. Yo, I forgot that thing is called a round to it. Because we used to get those at Carnival, right? They give you the round to it. And then my uncle used to tell that joke. And he had the wooden one that somebody made with like a burner thing. And it was called When You Get Round to It. And then he used to give them to us. When you say you're going to do some shit, you don't do it. See? So the number one thing I hate is, can I get the slides? And then you get the slides. You know good and dang well, don't nobody look at them slides. Don't nobody look at them slides. And if, again, I know people that went to camp that's in this chat right now. I don't know how many people opened up that book since they got home. I got one. I opened it up. But you know what I opened it up for? To get the stickers out because I needed a sticker. Now, second one. The second one, the people who wrote feverish notes, like they copied every slide, word for freaking word. Number one, they didn't hear the good parts that you said that you didn't put in the slide because you couldn't fit it in the slide. And then number two, they got home, hit them up 2 weeks later. Hey, Lisa, you looked at your notes from the conference? Nope. Not a damn one. So I just don't even give that opportunity, bro. My slides have one word on them. I never go more than 5. I can't stand it. And I always try to keep it to 1. Occasionally there's 4 or 5, but I rarely go past 5. The only way it'll get to be 7 is if you have a hyphenated last name, and I need to put your hyphenated last name. That's how we get to 7. And then normally it's just a picture because they can't copy your pictures. I'll use words to separate the chapters, but yeah, I can't stand slides. I think it's the most overrated thing. And I guess in a way it's kind of funny because when you go to many of these shows, you watch the speaker more than once, they ain't said nothing different. The only thing that's really beneficial in those things are when you get to the Q&A, because somebody will ask something different that maybe gives that person an opportunity to say something they didn't say. Boom. I agree. Writing notes does 100%. It's not even an argument. That is 100% factual. Writing notes will cement your brain. But, Adam, here's the but. If you're writing notes in the Zettelkasten style, you're gaining something. If you're just copying, you're adding. Okay, how do we describe this? Oh, I got it. See, I like Adam. He's a genius. All right, so this is drywall. Okay, anybody hammer a nail into the drywall? What happens when you put the picture up later? Hey, 40% off longs. There's I found it. I have a coupon. Anybody seen the CVS receipt? Longs is CVS's name in Honolulu. Um, oh, that's going to expire soon. I need to go to Longs today. Anyway, if you put a nail in the drywall, your picture will hang. But eventually, it's going to do this, and eventually the picture is going to fall off. So, copying the slides word for word is putting a nail in the drywall. Writing down a quick hit note that says, writing cements ideas. And then as soon as the session is over, you go, writing cements ideas because it adds a mechanical connection to the brain as it anchors into your memory space. It has been scientifically proven that using those hand motions really ties the argument more deep, and it would also give you something to trigger your own responses once you get back and you decide to read your notes. Also, remember that as soon as you get any chance to get an idea that really means something to you, go home and write about it, journal about it, expand those ideas. That, my friend, is a drywall anchor. And then if you go back and actually read those notes and expand upon the idea, it is a drywall with a plywood behind it, with a solid screw with a toggle in the back. Now it's 450 pounds hold weight per square inch. So you went from 1 pound per square inch to 25 pounds per square inch to 450 pounds per square inch, AKA you could walk on it. So yes, people who just copy the slides are normally a nail in the drywall. I study these things. It's one of my favorite subjects. I actually was going to make a video recently about how important it is to write every day. And it's funny because Gretchen and those who went through the Anne Lamott Challenge, like especially people over 50, bro, writing every day will chase the dementia. It's kind of crazy. Like we're really, really starting to dive into way that writing anchors these things in our brains. And I hate to be on this subject because it drives me crazy because I think it gets way too much blame just for pure laziness. But the thing about everybody being so email oriented and not writing letters to people and all of that is actually affecting some of our memory capabilities and capacities. Right. So even if all you do is what Gretchen does, which is Google and Sketch, it's the same thing. Like that's still a mechanical because, okay, Gretchen, here's why that works. Doodling and sketching still works because how do I write in Japanese? I sketch. Every character is a drawing. So yeah, that's why it's important to take a second language, important to learn how to play an instrument, and important to keep writing. So very good. Yes. Yes. There you go. I love writing. I love writing. It's cool. That's why I'm such a fountain pen nerd. Because there's something about scribbling. And it's funny. I have right here on my desk. My Bujo stays right here with me. I can't wait I got a month and 5 days. A month from 5 days, I'll be in the stationery store in Osaka, spending about 8 hours playing in the stationery store. Probably more than one day. And then make people jealous. Right? If you got a cool fountain pen, you can get down. Ooh, Flo, I got something to show you, homie. Let me show you this. Let me check and see if I got this all straightened out. I've been playing around in my setup, breaking things. So let's do that. Let's hit a control 1. Ooh, that still don't work. That's nasty. Why is it so nasty? Uh-oh, Reggie. I'm going to have to redo this whole scene. Oh, there we go. Now I got it. Now I got it. Let's go to the old YouTube. Quit YouTube. Bingo. And then go to this. And then, all right, let's do this. Boom. Yo, Flo, you gotta watch this video.
こと、
Mute that right away. It's going to be heavily subtitled. Let me explain that to you. But this guy who is the inventor of Kobe inks, oh my God, these inks, I listen, I ain't told the family yet, but we jumping on the train and we going from Osaka to Kobe, which is about, on the Shinkansen, about an hour, maybe a little less. But we going to Kobe because I'm going to Kobe ink store to buy these. So check out this interview. I don't mind subtitles. I actually like it. I think it's cool. But these are freaking beautiful. Like freaking beautiful. Some of these colors this dude came up with, it took 8 years to formulate these colors. Like 8 years. These guys are dope. And then he also got some nibs that they custom built. And what's really interesting is as he built this nib, it has the chicken from the center of Kobe City, where they put in the Kitano Ijikan. They put that in the symbol. Like, it's really cool. Even the way they build their boxes and everything, like really cool. So you're gonna absolutely love that video. So I definitely you should check it out. Yeah, you'll check it out. But of course, after this, not now. Wait until we're done. Wait until we're done. I got 50 sketchbooks of all shapes and sizes. I feel starting to draw since January 22. Wow, that's crazy. Actually, drawing every day is a really good entryway into the whole concept of getting down to journal every day. I think the journaling every day practice scares people because they think they need to write what Mrs. Goldsmith would have wanted to see in their English books. And it's not about that. You can write absolute nonsense. But the fact is that you got that hand-eye motor coordination going down. And it will eventually turn from random gibberish, like such. It will eventually turn from random gibberish into full-ass situations. You know what I mean? And so I think there's something to it. I like to mix. I like to mix ink colors, right? So I got purple for certain things, blue for other things. Like I'll write it down in blue, and then I'll refine it in purple, and then I say it to y'all. Like that's what this book is. Me making a video, and sometimes I cry in the middle of trying to do it. No, actually, that was I opened the Waterloo, and it went everywhere. And it was like, oops. What I really hate, and I just want to know that I'm not the only one. What I really hate is I'm going through the middle of my book, and dead center, you skip the page, because I'm the idiot that's going to go back and fill it. But now that portion is out of order. And then for those just such a situations where you have to put something out of order, I like to stamp it with the date, right? So today is an update. Let me change it. But I really do find myself enjoying this little stamp that I bought. It's so silly, but like I just like there's something about the librarian. Sorry, Gretchen. Something about the librarian move of hitting the paper with one of these. Oh, it's satisfying. It's upside down, but it's satisfying. So eventually, when I'm in Japan, I'm gonna probably look for a good metal one, the doink. Like it has there's something about the big metal. Fakunk. Remember what TV show? Oh, not a TV show. It was a production company, but they ended their TV shows with a sagunk. It was like Ironside or Hawaii Five O or one of those old like lawyer cop shows, and they always ended it with a dunk. I think maybe that's where I have it impregnated in my brain. All right, old people, help me out. uh, okay, Ad, let me put you on the one sentence a day journaling. Oh, stop knocking stuff over. These are good. You can actually pick these up from Amazon. I bought this in Japan. This is known as a 5-year diary. It was Dragnet. Thank you, Paul. Paul said it was Dragnet. Yes. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so if you want to do, oh, pause. Also, you can't can't have this page blank. Oh, that's funny. Oh, Mannix had that too. All right, I know Dragnet had it. I remember the Dragnet one. Um, okay, so this book is really good. It's made by Midori, which just makes really, really good paper and fountain pen oriented. So I can jump to the back. So you get down to like today, which will be November 15th. Okay. And what it looks like, overhead cam, what it looks like is when you get to November 15th, you just write in 2025, 2026, 27, 28, 29. And so you just put in your one sentence right there. Or you can put in 5 single lines, right? And so it's just in there. And this paper is really good, but it's really cool to just bust this joint out and then go back later and be like, what in the was I doing back there? Prize possession. This is my first one. It's going to take me 4.5 more years to fill this sucker out. But I believe it is one of the best like entries into, man, who the heck hit my overhead camera? Like anybody comes in here but me. Sorry. Virgo tendencies kick in. Oh, it's actually tilted now too. Oh, we got us a problem. Houston, we got a problem. Okay, we won't fix that now. This is how bad this is. This sits on top of my teleprompter because I need to know that my joints is level. I do not like crooked stuff. Oh, yeah, it's tilted. All right, you tighten your screws every once in a while, people. Tighten your screws every once in a while. K-Matt said it was Dragnet. Yeah, dude, I love Dragnet. I gotta go find some of these old joints to watch. I was thinking the other day recently, which is funny because Adam's here today. I was recently thinking about One Adam 12, 7 Ray 3, do you copy? Like I used to watch that show with my grandpa religiously. That was such a good show. That's super funny. Not Obs. What's her name? Gretchen said, have you seen the Cult Pins Avid calendar? Oh no. Nuh-uh. I'm gonna look at it but this is gonna sound crazy. Don't laugh at me. I am very snobby. When you get to go to Japan and you get to go to the stationery store, you will understand. $600 worth of pens in the U.S. from someplace versus $600 of pens versus Japan would be like coming back with $4,000 worth of pens from Japan. Number one, the exchange rate is about $1.50 right now. So every 100 yen is equal to 150. So if I were to buy, say, a $50 pen here, is $26 in Japan. And second of all, what they do with a $5 pen. Flo has a new Pilot somewhere floating around. It's a $100 Pilot, but that $100 Pilot rivals like a $1,500 Mount Blanc. This is known. No, where's it at? This is a Pilot Preppy. This is a $3 pen. This $3 pen outrights quote unquote American / European, basically made in China pens that cost 10 times as much. You have gotten a fountain pen from the pharmaceutical rep that can't touch this hammer. So it's hard to describe, but that's why the Kakunos, another Kakunos, Lamy Safaris are German, but heavily populated in Japan. Lamy is the best, cheap. I need to start. I don't know where to start. I just want to get something. $20, Lamy Safari, beautiful, gorgeous. Yeah. So I have a hard time when I see, even like I see these guys, that do sell Japanese pens in the U.S., like Jet Pens. I love their website. I love their videos. But I'm like, I'm going in 6 months anyway. So I just go get it from there because it's way cheaper because they charge a grip for course they got to make money. I ain't mad at them. For the people that can't go, yeah, you're gonna spend a little bit of extra. Let me see what they got. Cult Advent Pin. You got to be careful when you type Cult Advent Calendar. I just got Guar. If you guys know what that is, you are definitely old. Cult Pin Advent Calendar. Let's see what they put in this party over here. Oh, you just watched A Year Without Santa Claus. Oh my God, you just reminded me something, Kathy. This time of year, this freaking Emma makes me watch Santa Chronicles over and over and over and over. Probably starting from next weekend, we will be watching Santa Chronicles every damn weekend, and I'll be wanting to kill her and Kurt Russell. It's such a good movie, but that kid will make me watch that joint in the middle of February. Like, she is so weird. She's on that phase of kids where you can watch the same thing 50 times and not care. And I want to laugh at her, but we did the same thing. Hey, this one is not $600. Am I on the wrong thing? Wait, send me a link, Gretchen. This don't seem right. I have, there you go. See, the level is boom. Yes, I have heard about the Japan pair attacks. Yes, 100%. See, Rich, I'm going to say something absolutely racist. You know what you never have to worry about? Black people getting attacked by bears. Because what we don't do is walk around in a damn forest. Not even, Japan has amazing hiking trails. They're super dope. Every one of the hiking trails tells you put bells on your backpack. In the dangerous hiking trails, they tell you to bring bear spray. In most cases, the sign is there in Japanese. I can read that. I know better. But also, in the more tourist frequented ones, they have signs in 8 languages. And every time I've been even close to one, you know what I never see tourists walking around with? The ding, ding, ding. It's like you need to have bells. And if you watch any of the Japanese people walking around in said trails, they always have the bells. Too many freaking tourists be walking around without the freaking bells, and like, you crazy. But that even Gretchen, she'll be out there. Oh, look, the bear is cute. We'll be like, Gretchen was so cool. We're gonna have to pour out a little liquor for her. But yo, me, nah. I'll go to the trails that are in the city. I like to walk around in the park. I like to see the ducks in the pond. I do not like to get close to the edge in the forest. Like, ain't happening. Ain't happening. Plus, my knees ain't doing that no more. But yeah, definitely not worried about bear attacks. But I have seen them. They're kind of crazy. Also, I feel like the tourists be dropping stuff on the trail and not cleaning up, which is not a Japan thing. And so they're teaching the bears that if you get closer, you can find food because tourists are idiots. Let's say that. Yeah. Yeah. Most of the good models are not exported to the U.S. This is absolutely true. Oh, God. Why is she doing this? Stop saying stuff, Flo. I'm going to ban you from the chat. I just got to hold on. I got 4 weeks and 5 days. Okay? I'll be there. I will be there. I'm going to make a video from the pen store and just tag Florence and Aubrey and irritate the crap out of y'all. Adam, I have so many friction pens. It's not even funny because I was hardcore Rocketbook. I'm a huge fan of Rocketbooks. I just had to stop because my friction pen collection was getting stupid. Actually, I got one. Good set. And to Florence's point, a lot of the good friction pens, Japan don't even send them here. These are fly though. Look, these are point .4 and a lot of really cool colors. And it comes in a little, like hit the little zip stitching to get it open. And this is brand new. I ain't even messed with it yet. But these are really cool. They got so many colors. I always buy a bunch of friction pens and I bring them back for Katie because she is still in her Rocketbook mode and she loves it. And yeah, we actually gave Rocketbooks to all the speakers from Creator Camp first year because I love Rocketbooks. But I've been liking the feel. Of regular paper recently. You know what I do for erase? Sorry. Where's it at? Oh, it's right here. This is what I've been doing for erasing, which is a lot of fun. Dang it. It fell in the bottom. Presto. These are dope for erasing stuff. I think Gretchen just texted me. Nope. These are really cool. So it's a jumbo correction pen. And then you can erase. So it's kind of like tape, but you can write back on it without moving it. Sometimes the tape moves. Also good for fountain pen paper because it's inky, inky. Let me tell this thing to shut up. Don't talk to me. I'm busy hanging out with my friends. Yo, did you send me the link, Gretch? Cause I can't see it. Yo, what is up? What is up? Good to see you. I left to come downstairs right after Notre Dame was up 14 zip on Pitt, so I don't know what's coming on. Yeah, I know. I seen them, but that's in a different area. That's not in Osaka. That's in a lot of it is in Hokkaido, Niigata, Akita-ken. It's not where we're gonna be. Thank goodness. Well, actually, we might go to Nara, which they have. Man, I haven't done NaNoWriMo for a couple of years. There is a bolt action pen that I've been looking at, but I'm staying away from ballpoints for a hot minute. Really? You can't write on anything bigger than a fine point. That's cool. I switch back and forth between fine, medium, and extra fine. Those really inky broad nib pens, I don't really do that. I normally don't like to go past point 0.5. I like point 0.3 and point 0.2, point 0.5 the most. Um, yeah, actually, I have a brand new Kakuno Carcass, and this is an extra fine. Ooh, and this one, when you write extra fine on Kakuno, is probably like a point 0.2 maybe. Oh, it's pretty though. Ooh, yeah, that's like that's needlepoint level. Let's see how good my Sony is. Look at that. That is just dope. Isn't it cool that they put the smiley face on the nib for the air breathing holes? It's super dope. Yeah, like Aubrey B. sanding her nibs down to get them fat. Nah, fam. I like to get in there and just like there's something, but that's why you got to end up having to buy like 120 gram paper because I like to write with extra fines and they just feel good. They just feel good. You know what? You guys got creator questions? I was going to tell you about my little thing that I've been thinking about lately, trying to help out my buddy JP. I have been thinking about my buddy JP needs to build a NAS, but for some reason he's super stuck on like not wanting to build a NAS because I don't know. I guess when you first look at it, if you don't really think about the pricing of it, it does seem expensive. But if you're constantly buying 14 gig externals at $400 a pop and they're not connected and they die and they have no sort of backup from the backup, it's a smarter idea to build a NAS. But there has at least recently been a thing where people have been taking their M1 Mac Minis because they're time to replace, right? M1 Mac Minis, November 20th, 2020. So in 5 days, your Mac Mini is going to be 5 years old. This is the date that Apple goes, we no longer support this model. This is where you take your M1 Mac Mini and either through using the built-in RAID that's inside of Mac OS, Go to Best Buy. Actually, let's go peep Best Buy right now because they got sales starting already. Bingo. Bingo. Rakuten. Shut up. Okay, I better activate this just in case we buy something. I just got my Rakuten cashback check yesterday. It was kind of light in the ass this time. It was only $40. I'll be averaging $500-600 a year from Rakuten. I just got my Rakuten cashback, so I'll put it back. All right, so let's go and check out EXTRNAL Driveys. Bingo. Okay, you can do it with SSDs. And if you're going to edit off of it, it won't be too bad to do it with 2 SSDs. But that's only going to give you 8 terabytes, which is going to be pushed back down to 4 because you're going to duplicate your SSDs. Okay, so if you were to go get a Crucial X9 SSD and you would buy 2 4 terabytes, that's going to be 600 bones after taxes and all of that. But you're going to go into Mac OS and you're going to say RAID those two together. But honestly, because we're using this as storage, and we're not, if you need to edit, but if we're not going to use it, we're not going to edit off of it. We just want to store things. You don't have to buy SSDs. You can buy spins. So you can come over here and pick up 2 24 gigabyte spins. Go in there, baby. Come on. Okay, so 24 gigabyte spins, same price, basically. $300 a pop, $600. You're going to, I'm sorry, not gigabyte, terabyte. You're going to take the 2 24 terabyte spins, you're going to hang them off the back of your Mac Mini, and you're going to tell the software inside Disk Utility to RAID the sons of bitches together. And that means you're going to end up with a single 24 terabyte drive. However, if one of them died, the other one would be backed up. But, hold this thought now. Theoretically, you can leave it at 48 terabytes. And then you're going to add an additional $100 a year for Backblaze. And you're going to put the Mac, so you're going to get 2 24 terabyte externals. You're going to plug them onto your old Mac Mini, so that's 600. Then you're going to pay 500 for Backblaze. 100 for Backblaze, so that puts you at 700. And Backblaze will back up both of those externals for the same price. Whether you have if you have only the 512 that's in your machine or the 256 that's in your machine, and you send it to Backblaze, it's $100 a year. If you pop on these 2 28 terabytes, holy Nikes. If you popped on 2 28 terabytes, and so now collectively you got 60 terabiscuits, it's still only $100. Backblaze don't give us, right? So if you built a 60 terabyte NAS, you're going to be over $2,000. But if you got 2 of these suckers and an old Mac computer, it could even be an Intel, bro. Because it's going to be, it doesn't matter how fast it is. The only problem with the old Intel is the network connectivity won't be as fast as the new stuff. So when you're copying things to it at night, it's going to take forever. But then just don't sit there and watch it. Like, set your copies up using Hazel or, watch folders in Mac OS. Let it copy at night by itself. Use Carbon Copy Cloner. Just like grab all these files, move it to that computer. And so you can build for under $1,000, you can build 60 terabyte mini server to know that you are tight. Like, know that you got your stuff backed up. Now, the only thing that's going to matter here is you got to put it in your head, because it's not a NAS and it doesn't have the same sort of failure protection, that after about 3 or 4 years, you're going to want to replace these. If you live where I live, where there's an ocean, I'm replacing them every 3 years. If you live in the middle of the country, there's no ocean, maybe you get away with 5. But you're going to have it backed up in Backblaze anyway. So you figure out the size that you need. And you can go all the way down to eights, which are cheap, right? 160. This is where you get in trouble though. When you buy an external drives, eights are 160, right? But then watch what happens when we go to 16. It ain't that much more, dog. It can double it for way cheaper. You know what I mean? So this is how you get in trouble because you go from 22s to 24s. Okay, 24s are in stock. That's only a $10 difference for 2 more terabytes, right? Where'd it go? Actually, it's cheaper. it's $20 cheaper to go to 24s. 26s are out of stock. 28s are boom. 26s, sorry. No, yeah, the 26 are out of stock. Anyway, pick a brand. I go back and forth between Westerns and Seagates, but if you need to build something to start protecting your stuff, there's ways to do it, and you can do it with an old computer. You can do it with a single computer, honestly, if you don't have another computer, but I think that's kind of silly. And if you don't mind it being really, really slow, because you're just going to move stuff at night when you're not really paying attention to it, you can make it a Raspberry freaking Pi at $150. But I would probably tell you you can buy an M1 Mac Mini for $150 right now used. So that would be my answer. That would be my answer if you're trying to figure out how to do this and you're not ready to go full ass RAID. I need to get my NAS dialed back in. I had to unplug it and been living without. Man, you are crazy. You're crazy. Nah, fam, you got to get that sucker in there. That joint got to be going. That joint got to be going. He said I haven't really needed it because been life in a while. But yeah, there you go. You just start creating stuff and you'll find it back. I just added another drive to mine. I'm about to add one more, depending on what happens on Friday Black. Adam said 5.1 is in Notion now. Oh, gangster! I did see that yesterday, but I didn't play with it. I was just using it. I don't even know if I checked. Let me check real quick. Click this and then click on the model. Oh, 5.1 beta is in there. Yay! It is already See, I like the fact that I don't have to touch it. I don't have to touch it. I am all in on Notion AI right now. It is crazy. It is crazy. I'm going to build something today. I've been trying to map out my thought process before I build it. Let me see where I wrote this stuff. I did write it in here. Oh, anybody that came to camp and you saw the tables that we made for the studio, this was the original thought right here in this drawing. I made it and I sent those to Dane, and Dane was like, hold on, fam, I got you. And then now they're in the Ecamm studio. Ah, man, I lost my damn page. This also happens when you write out of sequence. Okay, so here's my page. Right? It's 20 bones, bro. Everybody, I'm willing to say most people in this room can give up 20 bones on something else to do this. And most people in this room probably don't even need to give up 20 bones. They could just do it. I went to lunch yesterday, and what did I spend on lunch yesterday? Like $60. I could have just ate a salad and spent less. I was in the mood. I wanted something good. I was like, yo, we have DoorDash, but I was like, I don't even want DoorDash today. Like I get $40 a day DoorDash from a work perk. And I was like, I don't even want that today. I want something good. I want to go get lunch. And so we went to get lunch. And it was delicious. It was absolutely delicious. But it's $60. So like just yesterday, I could have just used my DoorDash expense, and that covers 3 months of Notion AI. Everybody got $20 somewhere. If you don't, there's some street corners. Hour, $20. You're supposed to laugh at that, Paul. It's actually not even $20 really, Adam, because 10 of that is Notion, if we think about it, right? So it's actually only $10 because 10 of that is Notion. So There we go. All right, I'm gonna show this to some weirdos, and y'all, y'all help me. I wonder if I could do that on the days where I'm not gonna eat it. Just randomly send lunch to Paul. I wonder if that shows up in the back end. Like, why are you ordering lunch in San Francisco? Uh, hey, dude, right, Kevin? You both live in the Bay. I can go to Tenderloin and get $20 like that. It's super simple. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. This is getting really sideways. Y'all behave yourself. All right, I'm gonna show you what I was doing, and y'all tell me if this is a good start. I might try to build this in Notion. So I want to build a coffee database, and I'm thinking some of the things that I want to put in there are the roaster, like who made it, right? Um, when we were in Seattle, I went to, I think I want to call it Arrowhead or Anchor. Anyway, I went to this coffee spot in Seattle. They got a lot of good ones, and it was recommended by Emma's mom. And the coffee was so good. I walked out of there with 4 bags of coffee. So you want to put in a roaster. Of course, I have multiple brew methods. Sometimes it's pour over. Sometimes I use my espresso machine, which is anybody who's been to camp, you've seen the machine. We got the same machine in the office. Sometimes I do French press. It's rarely, but I do it. Rarely do I do drip, but I can. Oh, I put it twice. Um, and I do, I haven't bought one. I've used one in the past. I kind of want to buy a new one. I've been looking for a vintage one in Goodwill, but I want to get an old school Italian made Belletti or something mocha pot. But I want to get a vintage one. I want one that's real and not these fake joints on Amazon. And then I do cold brew and drip coffee rarely. And maybe the drip coffees will normally come from I'm out in the street and I taste something and I want to put it in. And because of my phone, I can put it in. So what's going to go in? For me, normally nothing but cream or half and half. But I put cow, almond, oat, soy, non-dairy creamer, sugar, sweetener, syrup. I don't really do any of the above, but I'm going to put it in there just in case. I forgot one. Point 0.5 and 0.5. Okay, half and half. All right. Then I want to know what the aroma is dry and what the aroma is brewed. And then because of my pour over or mocha pot or French press, I have a brew log, which would be the brewer type, how much grams of beans empty. When I grind it, if I grind it by hand or I grind it with the Fellows Old Brewer or I grind it with the Brazada, I have a couple of different grinders, and which machine and then which number I ground it on, 4, 5, 6, 0, 12, whatever the number is. Then I'll put the coffee, how much water, and what that ratio comes out to. So if I do 20 grams of coffee and I do 300 grams of water, that's a 1 to 15 ratio. Put the brew time, try to keep it 3 to 4 minutes, and then write down any notes. And so that's it. This was for yesterday's video. That has nothing to do with it, which is why I should have switched pen colors. But I think this is what I want to build, and I want to build it in Notion. And I was like, here's what's dumb, and Adam will back me up. I could take the top of this image and shoot a picture with my phone and then be like, Notion AI, build it, girl. And she'll be like, I got you. It's done. That's how easy it is. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. You guys are going a little bit. You guys are going a little ham on the street corner. Started DoorDash and recently been thinking about making content on it. Hey, there you go. Dude, that would be funny. Make some shorts on, like the best DoorDash finds in Lawrence. Hell yeah. Because y'all got some stuff that we don't got, And then people be traveling and they come and stay and they be like, oh, I wonder what these good places are in DoorDash. That'd actually be not too bad. Mexican coffee last night was at dinner. Was halfway to Notion AI whiskey. There you go. Anchorhead. That's what it was called. Thank you. And it was so good. Oh my God. I came back with the Norwal, which was good, the Megalodon, which was good, and then one other, which I forget. But oh my God, their coffee are so good. No, but I'm working on, never mind. I can't tell you that. But yes, at Card Party. I wasn't physically using it, but I built a stream for them that they did on their platform. Dude, 100%. Oh my God. My favorite San Diego stumps. Adam will know this. Yo, this one right here. This in San Diego is good. And I didn't want to like it. I went in 100% being a hole. I didn't want to like it because this was a Peter McKenna thing. But it is so good. It is so freaking good. And then my other one is Mostra. Mostra is owned by this Filipino actress turned coffee place, and it is so good. Jen, dude, their coffee, their plate, just to go sit there. Oh my God, it is so beautiful. They got a couple different ones in Diego. They got the main joint, I believe, is downtown, and then I went to one that's on the what is that street? Oh my God, Fourth Avenue. I've been to the Fourth Avenue version in Diego, and the other one. There's one more. There's two downtown. So there's the Fourth Avenue one, and then oh my God, where's the other one? Normal Street. That's it. I've been to Fourth Avenue and Normal Street. They're both good. So if you ever in the Diego and you get to go to Mostra, fam, go in there. Go in there. It is so good. The one on Fourth is beautiful too. It's just like you in just a real good place. Like it has just a nice, I don't know, I want to call it like a Art Deco 1920s vibe when you go inside and you just sit in there, and I probably got pictures of it in my setup. Like, oh my God, it's such a beautiful spot. Definitely go check out Mostra Coffee. And if you need to order some beans, they get down. They're cool. Two of my favorite coffee spots in San Diego. But it's good. Okay, so started DoorDashing recently for some extra loot. What would you recommend for a simpler setup to record ride-alongs? Simple as pie. One of these and one of these. Actually, I'm gonna take you one better. This and screw this sucker to the window. It goes thoink and you go. And it's tight to the window. And then you're good gravy. I would definitely wouldn't use Apple silicone case because it's slippery. But in a car, what I would highly suggest in a car, which I have on one of my older cases, when you buy stuff that comes with these, and all of us MagSafe people are like, oh, I don't need that because my case already has that. I put this on the outside of some cases to make it like mad strong because I know I'm going to do video stuff with it and I don't want my phone to fall off. So I normally reinforce what's already there with one of these on the outside of the case. So like I would take this and stick it to this, and then now that magnet is in there like swimwear. Somebody should sell MagSafe rings that are stronger than normal. You still got this one, Paul? The round one? Oh, you bought the suction cup one? Oh yeah, it's good, right? This is the Ulanzi SK28, and it's cool because it can do some things, and it can swiv. But yeah, this is love is all you need. This right here. I want my life into pieces, like this. There's an electric one that does the suction for you. I didn't know if it was worth the. That's good. I'm gonna mess around and break my timer. Oh, dude, that. Ooh, I just did break my timer. Oops. Let me stop that. That was an easy 50 pounds of pull. No problem. Ooh, let's not. That's my timer. Don't break it, Doc. You dummy. Okay, it's good. Don't break my timer. My alphabet needs that timer. All right, stop tripping. Your Instagram time is over. Get back to work. That's very good. So, David, yes, use a phone, use that. Also, remember this. A lot of people forget. I don't know what the rules is where you live. Don't let me get you in trouble because we don't have hair. But your AirPods can be used as a microphone for your phone now. So that would be it. Uh, you would have fun. Jacqueline and I drove out to Ohio. We stopped at different coffee spots in each state. Oh my, see, I love that. Oh my God, I love that. Sometimes it was amazing. Others were the only show in town. Bro, I was talking. I was talking to somebody yesterday. This influencer girl that I'm working with, and we were. She lives in Boston, and I'd be like, "Just tell me one thing before I decide to work with you. Do you drink Dunkies?" And she was like, "Insert your favorite doc word, no." And I was like, "All right, we're cool. We're on the same." But Dunk. Sorry, Paul. I know that's your cousin. That joint is nasty, dog. I can't. And then like, oh, well, people get the caramel, this, that, blah, 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 with 3 pumps of this and that. I'm like, bro, if you got to put that much crap in your coffee, the coffee ain't good. They hiding it, you know? You ever seen people with, like, rims on the Tercel? That's kind of what it's like having rims on the Tercel. So nasty. You think Dunkies is better than Folgers? I would flip that, bro. Actually, if you've been to Japan, Paul, have you ever tried the Nestle's instant coffee or Maxim instant coffee from Japan? Yo, Japan instant coffee is freaking next damn level. It is crazy good. It is crazy. Oh, bro, thank you, Adam. I will put it to good use. I'm gonna show you guys something. Nobody laughed. Let me show you my favorite coffee shop in Japan. Um, it's kind of funny. I think Paul knows where I'm going. This is legit my favorite coffee shop in Japan. They have a whole bunch of them. I've been to like 7 of them. Most famously at the Pepe Dome in Fukuoka. But you guys are gonna laugh. This is my favorite coffee shop in Fukuoka. It is so good. It is really good. The first time I went there, though, I was just walking. Oh yeah, I went to this one right here in Gionmachi in Hakata. My hotel is literally right next door. But I was just walking. I was going to the train station, and I seen the sign, and I was just like, I'm in. I am in. I'm going in, and it is so good. It is so good. If you happen to order the hey, can you see? It won't let me zoom in. If you happen to order the cappuccino, this is what you get, bro. And by the way, if you're ever there, this tiramisu, yo, I don't care if your Nona's Italian, you'll be like, Nona, your tiramisu sucks. These little Japanese kids throw down. This joint is so freaking good. It's kind of crazy. It's so good. But yeah, I just realized they made a different one. I'm gonna have to go check this out. I didn't know that they had this. And is it in Normapox? Oh no, it's in Bambachu. I'm gonna have to go visit this. I didn't realize they made this one. I've only known about the Fukuoka coffee, but place cracks me up. The service is good. The one at the Pepe Dome is amazing because it's literally right in the middle of their stadium, and it's a massive stadium. And you just go in there and look how beautiful the front is. I hate you. You don't let me zoom the pictures, dude. Come on. But it's really beautiful. You just sit there on the ocean, you drink your coffee, you mind your business, and their Wi-Fi is insane. It'll be like 2.5 Gs up and down at pretty much most coffee shops in Japan. So this year, because Emma is studying for her college entry exams, we'll spend a lot of time in coffee shops, just having a good old time. Oh, also a very strange drink which tastes delicious. They have something called espresso ginger. Sounds crazy, off the chain. When you finish that joint, you be like, because there's a lot of walking in Japan. So you get tired, just go get a espresso ginger and you'll be running. Bad knees and all, you'll be flying. Thank you, Adam, for the super chat, bro. I really appreciate it. I would definitely go snatch me some coffee when I'm up there. Yo, yeah, and if you guys live near one of the and you drink coffee and you live near one of the Asian grocery stores, go check out. Maybe you can get a small bottle of Maxim or the Japanese Nestle's instant coffee. It is so crazy. It's amazing that their instant coffee is so good. Cause our instant coffee is nasty. Here it looks like this. Ours is gross. This is good. I don't know how they do it. They just be on some new stuff. Sometimes you can get it in little sleeves. They come in these little teeny little packets. Oh, there's a picture of it. What it looks like from the Korea version. It comes in a teeny little packet like this, and you just dump it in, add your water. And if you like the ones with cream, the one that has the built-in cream is actually pretty decent. Um, they're super good. Wait, you think instant coffee is better, Hank? I'm gonna stop being your friend. I'm a professional coffee maker, my guy. How you doing, Hank? Man, good to see you, bro. Um, yes, their Nescafe is really good too, and they have a lot of places like where you're walking, and you could actually go into the real deal Nescafe. There's one in Namba that I go to because it's actually underneath. It's underneath my my hotel. It's like you go down to walk to the station, and it's actually in there. And you walk in, and they have the whole joint, and you can sit down and have a coffee with them. It's pretty cool. They got the little machine right here, and they have. If I have a picture of it in my stuff, they have the little robot that comes and be like, "Hi, what would you like to have?" And the little robot comes in, and I'm like, "I don't know, dog. What you got good?" And they're like, "These are our new selections." And it asks you when you go to step to the little robot, it'd be like, "Irashaimase, Nescafe no koto ga mo dozo desu ka?" And I was like, ego de onegaishimasu. And it goes, "Hi, I'm Kiki. I'm your robot." I was like, "Oh, just, I just wanted to see what it would do." It switches to freaking English. So me being a wise ass, I was like, Deutsche go de onegaishimasu. And then he switched to German, and I couldn't switch it back because I didn't know what to say. It's super funny. The little robot, it comes to the door and it's like, and it has a little blink blink. And then I was like, oh, fam. So if you ever in Osaka and you go to the Namba train station, like the main one, the Nescafe joint in there, the little robot will meet you at the door and take your order. And it's wild. And that was when I seen that dude, that was like 4 years ago. So I'm sure it's better now. But oh my God, it's absolutely creepy. But it was fun. Yo. Yes. Oh yeah, dude. No, I have that upstairs in my house right now. I carried them on the airplane because this is so funny. I saw a YouTube short like 4 years ago when shorts came out that said don't drink airplane coffee. And it was from a flight attendant. Let me see if I have this. Yeah, actually, this is the actual video, but I saw the short. This lady, this is the video, and she's giving tips. And one of her tips was do not drink the coffee. And it's right here. If you go to most replayed or something, it's something about she telling you not to drink the coffee. And then from that moment on, this video came out 6 years ago, 17 million views. And I've been like, and so I ain't gonna lie, I chanced it a couple times. I do fly Japan Airlines sometimes, Korea Airlines sometimes. Like I chanced it, but then now my little sister's a flight attendant, and then she was like, "Yeah," and then I was like, "Ugh." So, Adam, I carried those, and here's one. This is actually really good. A lot of the coffee companies that I buy from, they're starting to make these little packets, and this is called Partners, and Partners is from Brooklyn. Really, really good. So I carry these on the airplane in my little alpaca airplane bag. So it has the backup battery and the Jumpstart coffees. And then I put the Nescafes in there. And if it's really, really bad and I'm somewhere that got nothing, I'll get the Starbucks Vivo, the one with the little sticks. And so I just asked them chicas to bring me a hot water, and then I just make my own. And people always be in the plane looking at me like, what's wrong with the regular coffee? And I'd be like, hey, you do you, gangster. I ain't doing it. Ain't doing it. So you're right. You're right. Uh, oh, so you drink decaf? Oh, you don't count, Hank. I love you, bro, but you don't count. We used to have this joke because I worked in a space. We had a coffee right next to us in our co-working space. They were kind of our neighbors, but we were always there. And one day we was in there, and somebody came in and said that they wanted a soy, no sweetener, decaf, something something latte. And I was like, oh, that should just be called a why bother. Like it was gonna have nothing in it but coffee flavor. It was so weird. And I was like, yeah. But I do understand people that need to do decaf. And I do have decaf for, I want the taste, but I don't want to add caffeine. So if I'm making it in a smoothie or something of that, or I gotta take my medicine, like I'll definitely have a decaf. So I won't tease you about the decaf. I grew up drinking that because of my grandma. I tell you, that's why I want to get a mocha pot, Gretchen, because I think it's so cool. Oh my God, dude, I forgot about this. Holy crap, Gretchen taking this back. That used to be my favorite when I was a kid. That and what's the drop? Oh, Maxwell House. But yeah, unfortunately, I think I learned to drink coffee when I was really young, and it just stuck with me. There you go. So Senka is decaffeinated coffee naturally. Yeah, the Nescafe Classico is another good instant if you got to drink instant. Brown water. Hey, Adam. I'm getting attack of the Adams today. Where the heck have you been, bro? How are you? I hope everything is good with you. Good to see you. Boom. I had a great aunt who just went water through the grounds again until it started getting late, bro. Oh my God. You guys remember when having a Mr. Coffee meant like you moved up? Like at one point, Mr. Coffees were expensive, bro. Like I think they would have been like 150, but by today's standards, that probably would have been 700 to 800 bucks. And having that little fat glass carafe Mr. Coffee was like you had one of them in your joints. You would go put money in the bank. Y'all heard that? That's the electricity tripping. We better stop. That means it's been raining all week. But you would go put money in the bank, and they would give you a Mr. Coffee if you deposited like 5 grand. So by equivalence, that means you had to open a 20 something $1,000 savings account to get a Mr. Coffee. That's crazy. Like you deposited a grand, you got a toaster, a Sunbeam, two slice. But if you deposited 5 grand in 1977, you got a Mr. Coffee. And then about 80, they came out with the Mr. Coffee where you could set the timer. Yo, that joint, that joint was expensive. When you walked into Sears and Roebucks or Monkey Ward's back then, it was like that and Amana radar range. They were the end caps, and they always had somebody doing a demo because it was like the coolest appliance you could get. It was the equivalent of Instapot a couple years ago. But like, yo, maybe the air fryer now. But yo, people would be like, damn, they got a Mr. Coffee. That is so wild. Cause what we had, cause we was from the hood, we had that metal joint, and I'm trying to remember the brand name, but all my OGs know what this is. It's 60s, probably like 1 gallon, I think, percolator. I want to call it Sunbeam or Hamilton, but all of my OGs know this guy because everybody had one in their family. It was, oh God, I gotta find it. Oh, wait, I know you guys remember this one. This is not what I'm looking for, but I know at least Paul, Gretchen, and the two Adams have seen this bad boy in somebody's Meemaw's house. Somebody's Meemaw had that. All right, here it is. This the one. We had the same exact one, but ours didn't have no paint on it. Hey, Etsy, what are you doing? I just wanted the picture, dog. Yo, this is it. I don't even know who made it, but we all had this. Somebody's Meemaw had this bad boy. I don't remember the brand name, but it was electric. West Bend. That's the name of it. It was West Bend. And you had this one, the orange one, the yellow one, or the yellow one, or the straight stainless joint. And we had the, I don't know what color you call it, bisque. Might be the color name. We had this one, the bisque. Oh, I just noticed that. Did you know you can pull an image off and it poofs? Did you notice that? Wait, gang, did you guys know this? See, I just discovered something in Ecamm. If you take an image and you pull it off, that's so cool. Oh my God, when did he do that? Yo, I worked there. I didn't know that. Yo, that is so cool. Yo, yeah, you used to get the toaster for opening the bank account. Fam, I hope you are doing better. Trust me, I went through mine this year while you've been missing. I got diagnosed with ADHD, and then I've been on a crazy hypertension trip, which I had to get down. So then I went on a weight loss trip, and now I'm like officially 50 pounds down, but doing better. But yeah, trust me. I am not too young to remember green stamps, my guy. Yo, that was our joint. We had the book, and then oh my God, I remember collecting. I was sitting on the floor with my grandma, counting them suckers and like putting them in the books. That's funny, bro. That is super super funny. Back when TV remotes were bigger than a pack of cigarettes. Green stamp, yes, dude. When I was a kid, bro, I loved playing with the green stamps. It was so much fun. And I'm with you, Paul. I licked so many green stamps, I might have got addicted to them joints. Oh my God. I used to always want to redeem. You know what, Adam? I'm going to dime against two fat boys that says that this freaking percolator or the electric, it kind of, you put the plug in and it was like this. I want to call it a skillet, but it wasn't a skillet. It was kind of square. And it had like a round bottom square, and they were like orange again, because that burnt sunrise was like you balling. I want to believe that our electric warmer came from green stamps. I'm going to try a 70s electric skillet and see if it comes up. I'm going to, yes, this is it. Oh my God. Yo, you old people are messing me up today, bro. This is it. Ours was orange. However, I want to bet a dime against two fat boys that this came the from the green stamps. I'm pretty positive. Hamilton Beach, maybe Westinghouse, but this exactly. We didn't have the flowers on top. Ours was just that burnt sunrise color, where it kind of fades from like one color to oh, there it is. I got it. It's Sunbeam. It's not Hamilton Beach. This is the one we had. I remember because when Thanksgiving come around, it was like, where's the cord? And I'd be like, how you not know what a cord is, Grandma? It's like, don't talk to me, boy. And I was like, well, you should know what the cord is because you use it to beat me. So check wherever you put it from the last time you went upside my butt with it, lady. Then it's back upside the head again. Because, as you guys know, this non-filter thing has been there since I was a kid. Turns out, after my diagnosis, that just comes with ADHD. You're going to say something that's going to get you slapped, and you can't help it. It just got to come out. But yes, oh my God. You guys are killing me right now. You guys are killing me. Yeah, almond. That's the color. I said bisque, but almond is the right name for that color. Thank you, Rich. It's cool. I did a lot of videos repairing those. What? You can replace the element, and people call them a T. Oh, you're talking about the big joint. You ought to be. You know what? You're right. Let me try that, Rich. Copy this image. Bingo. Click on Ecamm. Command V. Nope. Feature request. I'm putting it in. I believe with it. Amana radar range. First appliance we bought together before you got married in '77. Bro, that's crazy. That's crazy. She used to make her rosettes. Oh God, not the rosettes. Them joints was good too. Oh, you know what we used to make in it? The sticky buns. She would get the little fat boy, and you hit it, and it goes poof, and then you would just pull them long, and then wrap them around in a circle, put them all in there, and then cover it with like 8 pounds of butter, and then press a little thing, and then right when you start to smell the butter turning brown, go back in and put the powdered sugar, vanilla, splash of orange juice, and water, and you make the paste, and you just drizzle it, and then you wait till that start to get a little hot, and then you put almonds on it, slivered almonds. Do they even make those things? Are they dangerous? Do they start fires? I don't think I've seen one of them in a hot minute, but yo, them joints was like them simpler times, fam. Simpler times. We had a green stamp store. Dang, that's crazy. See, ours came from the supermarket. My mom didn't like the color wasn't blue or green, no orange, everything in the house, but your hair. um, yeah, same thing. We didn't know what it was back then, right? I'm saying it's funny when I did my diagnosis, Adam. The lady was like, "You made it this long and you didn't know." I was like, "Well, I kind of everybody talks about it now, so I kind of like, yeah, that's me, that's me." I just kind of thought it was normal, right? I didn't really realize that it's a thing. I just thought everybody was making up something for something that is normal. And it's like, no, dog, you are sufficiently weird. I'm like, okay, I respect that. I respect that. Anyway, Paul has just reminded me that I got class in a couple minutes. Yeah, ours was called GEMCO, Government Employees Merchandise Company. Gex is also the same thing, but Costco, which we know today, Price Costco, originally started out as GEMCO. And even Geico, electric company, came from inside of GEMCO. And another thing that GEMCO invented, H&R Block. Now we know. Anyway, gang, appreciate y'all like a heavyweight champion. It was a lot of fun today. I will see you guys on Tuesday for the live stream with Mary Lou and I. And then yeah, I'm really looking forward to, wrapping up this year. I hope you guys are doing big things. I hope everybody's getting fired up for 26. I am on crack. My 26 is planned out, kinda. I ain't wrote it down, but it's planned out in here. I think we're gonna have to have a little plan with me session so we can do that and get it kicking. But yeah, right? They called us busy. They said that boy is blessed. Ain't he something? What else? What else? That boy need Jesus. Yo, we had lots. We had lots. We had lots for me, bro. That boy got a mouth on him. Oh, he fidgety. He can't sit still. Ants in the pants. We had myriad names. We had myriad names. Yes, Gretchen, we do have a new gold link. I will I put it in the I can't see it right now because I'm live on Zoom, but I think it's going to be new. It would have been last week, Paul, same as last week, right? Cuz we did this last week, right? Or I did it on Sunday. Oh, you're an idiot. Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that, Doc? Hold on, let me go to Zoom real quick. I tried to fix it so that we could stop having problems, and I made meetings. Oh, no, I didn't, Paul. I didn't schedule that one, so it's the same. We'll fix that later. Okay, just use the same one we got. Okay, thank you, Paul, for checking, because I would have messed that up. What was your question? Let me see. Did I miss it? Q. Okay. I tried the Amazon affiliate server programs over the years, but it gets deactivated because I can't make 3 sales in 180 days. If you can get it activated again, the way I would cover them 3 sales, super simple, is go to one of your friends' house who you know and love. Go to your brother's house and take his Amazon browser link that's in his desktop and make it so that whenever he types Amazon, it starts at your storefront. I don't think I'm supposed to say this out loud, but oh well. Because there's no way in hell that Kenny don't buy at least 3 things from Amazon in a couple of months. Or, simple as pie, dog. You come in here and you be like, hey, I got my thing activated again. I know y'all fitting to buy something from Amazon. I need 3 people to buy something by going KWalk Comedy, Amazon.com/KWalk Comedy. I could cover your 3 sales in 2 days. I buy some shit from Amazon damn near every day, even though I hate every second of it. But I live on an island, so what you want me to do? I ain't like y'all. I can't drive to the Piggly Wiggly. So yeah, just next time you get in, just tell us. We in class though. We can order 3 shits in class while we standing there. It don't have to be big sales. I'm about to order a 10-pack of Vaseline sticks because everybody who knows me knows I go through them joints. And so I built a little thing to allow me to, switch out of people's affiliate programs. And I'd rather somebody get it instead of nobody. So if you just tell your friends, more than likely they'll be about that life. But yeah, let me know if you get it. Come through class. We'll see if we can figure it out. Okay, fam. I'm going to go eat something real quick. Catch second half of Notre Dame game. I'll see y'all in class. Love you. Bye.
City of mine, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine.